Good evening, Speed Gaming 2, and welcome to the final qualifier match for the 2022 ALTTPR main tournament. We've got quite a match review here of, I believe, 69 runners racing all together. We have TJ Joll and Khloe Prower, both of whom are on the bubble here, so their performance today may well determine whether they make it into groups. I'm Drosty. I'm here with Mocha Jones. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful after today, and I'm excited. This is the last qualifier race, and we've seen some pretty interesting races with this custom hard format.
Oh yeah, I think some stuff that a lot of people wouldn't have expected, like a crazy sword hunt and a hover seed and a mimic clip seed. These 18 qualifier races have thrown anything you can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we can hope that this isn't a ped seed that has a required AGA, but we'll see here as we have Khloe and starting out in Sync, nothing there, nothing in Link's house either. So already divergence at the beginning.
Yeah, and not too surprising about those heart pieces in both locations because there are 48 heart pieces in this mode.
I believe I've said that heart pieces are literally a premium in this mode, since I believe they take out the rupees as well. They replace the rupees.
Yeah, for the most part. And that tier 1 tree pull is just giving hearts for both runners. And, oh, Uncle has the hammer. That is a nice item for Uncle to be holding on to. I'm sure the runners like seeing that early.
Yeah, I wonder if that will have TJ go on into escape, at least check the front of it. Just having that offensive item. We have a map check here. Crystal, all Crystal Light World with red, our 5/6 crystal being on Hera.
That's certainly something you like to see.
And something else we like to see is a sword, right sitting there in Lost Woods.
So, yeah, this seed has certainly been nice with weapons, though, interestingly, TJ is gonna go all the way through the front of Escape here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised just because we have such a powerful offensive item to begin with. You're already there. Go ahead and check it.
And Khloe is going to also pick up that hammer soon. Looks like they're doing the Uncle route. Neither of our runners having been to Kakariko yet.
That also is interesting. Usually we see if someone starts at Saint, go ahead and run all the way to CAC, get all those checks, but interesting play. There's nothing wrong with it. It's open, so we can see whatever.
So we should note that getting the small key in the map chest does put that boomerang chest in Zelda's cell in logic. Of course, there wasn't anything in the boomerang chest, so let's see if there's anything in Zelda's cell or if this was just some sort of wild goose chase.
Well, it does look like Khloe is following TJ's footsteps into the front of Castle Tower. And we have another sword. Okay. Sword hunt? No?
That's gonna be Master Sword for Khloe.
And it's about to be Master Sword for TJ as well once they hit Lost Woods.
Of course, two quick swords like that in logic, and you start worrying about Lamp showing up, and then, is this an Agaseed?
Well, only if we don't find a glove and a moon pearl first, because we already have hammer, so.
Yeah, and hammer's definitely a relief.
So, Dross, you want to explain if people have not been here for the previous 17 races, what the custom settings for this hard mode are?
Okay, so it's a slight variation on hard mode. Like hard mode, there are no armor upgrades. However, there are silver arrows, but the bows are non-progressive, so silver arrows are a totally separate item from the bow. Half magic has been removed from the pool as well. That you can only get one bottle, and that bottle is always empty. 4 bottles are placed, so it doesn't mess with the logic in case Sick Kid has progression. But the others just turn into bloopies. The 4th sword will turn into a green 20, so you can only get up to tempered. We mentioned 48 heart pieces, which are compensated for by removing several heart containers so that you can still only get up to 20. Am I forgetting anything, Mocha?
One shield as well, but who cares about shields, really?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Who cares about shields?
I do want to say they're both heading in the CAC, with Khloe actually going south of Grove to farm up one bomb there.
Yeah, TJ went and bought bombs. Oh, and there is the bow in Chicken Hut, so definitely going to want to have bombs for Cactrico.
Do we see one of our runners head immediately to Eastern?
Could well happen. It is a crystal. And was that a bottle on the library?
It was a bottle in the library.
So depending on when we get boots, that could be useful. But again, runners can only get one bottle, so if they find a bottle somewhere else, they'll never go back to the library.
The pain. As TJ drops into the well, and there's a moon pearl, but also had a 10-pack of bombs.
Okay, and a flute. Wow, this well is stacked. Love getting the flute and cack because then you just walk outside and activate it.
Such a good feeling whenever you have that. I wonder if one of our runners will take advantage of that and go ahead and flute over to the desert area, since that is a long trek anyway.
Yeah, it's also popular to flute to 8 to check Ice Rod Cave that way and fake Flipper. Oh, and there's a bottle and a hook shot. And lots of money.
I don't think either one of them has checked bottle vendor, unless I miss Khloe checking it.
Well, I think now you go around and check bottle vendor and Sick Kid. Bottle vendor, now 80% off.
I wonder if that's setting up for a bigger scam later. But we have TJ releasing the duck here, and now going to see what the Sick Kid has for us. It'd be cool if it's powder. But it's just a piece of heart.
Well, you know, every 4 of those we get another heart container. We're up to 5. It's something, right?
Yeah, especially with green mail the entire time. So we'll probably definitely see some kind of divergence here, since Khloe did come in from south of CAC. So we'll probably see, once Khloe has activated that flute, see them flute off somewhere.
Ooh, TJ is doing a blind play of race game. As I recall, it was like 10 arrows or something relatively worthless.
I believe it was money. And I want to say it was 50 rupees. If it was, that is helping to get Zora money.
You are right.
and flute to well. Or flute to the dam.
And there's a bloopy that could very easily be another bottle.
Looks like both runners are thinking the same thing here.
And just a vanilla heart piece sitting outside the dam.
We had TJ walking on water. I mean, his land is blue, so... Oh, the fun of palette swaps.
Well, 5 more items. Ooh! There's our Dark World access.
So, no AGA required today, and there are flippers! No fake flippering today.
Wow. So that makes things really interesting. TJ's got the flute out. I imagine this will be a flute to 8. No, he's going straight into the water. Okay. I'm a bit surprised he's doing this without Zora money. Okay, he's just cutting over to Hobo.
We have Khloe saving and quitting out. Going to... Are they going to Dark Death Mountain? Wait, going to Death... Back of Escape! Back of Escape.
Oh, yeah, Back of Escape makes sense. 3 more checks there. I don't think we've seen the map yet, have we?
I do not believe so. So if there are 3 items in these chests not mapped, we don't have to go to Dark Cross.
And hopefully it'll also help raising some Zora money.
Oh, there is an item in Dark Cross. TJ not going to Ice Rod Cave just yet, so that item will stay a mystery from us for a little bit.
Yeah, that would have been the time to go, too, because, again, you're 140 short of Zora. What if Ice Rod Cave has 300?
Khloe getting that key from the key rat, that's the worst part, in my opinion, of hitting the Dark Cross.
Hey, a French vanilla boomerang in the waterfall, since that was blue and vanilla would be red.
Well, oh! TJ, you could have sold that bee! It was a... Ooh, that's a Quake Medallion in Dark Cross.
Wow, that's either useful or completely useless, and we'll find out once we have Dark World access and check the map.
Yeah, but that was a good bee. That was a good bee to get you 100 rupees.
Still, you have to flute back to Bottle Vendor. There are probably faster ways to raise 100 rupees.
It's good, Houlihan. But we do have Khloe going to rescue the old man in the dark.
I'm a little bit surprised no one's just ducked and done Hype Cave.
I'm surprised no one's going in clear the dungeon since we have 2 completable right now. Because we could completely get to Eastern and Hera. But Khloe may be heading there. No, just depending on if they want to go ahead and check all of East Death Mountain as well.
Yeah, I mean, 7 checks in Paradox Cave right there.
And largely, Lamp could be over there. TJ finding their Quake medallion now. Saving and quitting out.
Okay, at least we'll be on equal footing if Quake is needed. Oh, is this where TJ's gonna make the Hype Cave play? Looks like it.
Yes, it is. Get your guesses in chat what Hype Cave is going to be. It hasn't been impressive majority of this. Ooh, map check. 5-6 Crystal and Swamp. Your pendant, Screen Pendant Pod, Ice, and Skull Woods are your other two pendants. It's a pendant pod.
Yeah, and we're also mirror away from being able to full clear Swamp. We have gotten a lot of pendant pods in these quals. Just saying.
So far, nothing. More Zora money. And nothing.
Yeah, I'll give that Hype Cave 1 out of 10 rather than 0 just because of the $50.
Can we just divide that Hype Cave by 0? Yeah, and Paradox Cave hasn't held anything for us either, so... do we see Nope, TJ's going straight to Pod. It's like, Pod's a pendant, we're going in there.
Wow, that's kind of gutsy. You have 2 crystal dungeons available, and we're going to do a pendant. Actually, 3. Thieves Town's full clearable as well.
Yeah, Lamp could logically be in Pod. Just not in a dark room. Unless the Fire Rod is somewhere and it could be in a dark basement. But, I digress.
Now, Khloe is going to do fully logically available. Well, not fully logically available. We don't know where the big key is.
Yeah,
and we don't have a fire source.
Yeah, big key. Yes, okay. It is in logic clearable. So we're going to see a bomb Herapot here.
Yeah, saves a little bit of time, maybe 15 seconds as long as you get it on the first try. Unfortunately, if you don't get it on the first try, you can wind up costing yourself more time than it would take to just climb normally. Oh, and there's Samaria.
Oh my goodness. Pendant Pod coming at it again.
So the rest of Pod is logically bow locked. Of course, we got that bow nice and early.
There's an item in the basement.
There is. We have not gotten a single item out of Hera yet.
And we do not have any fire sources, so we will probably never see that item unless it is absolutely required.
Three hammer hits will do it for Moldorm.
I thought Khloe was a little bit close to that hole, but did get through, and our first item is Bombos! Well, that's fire. Oh my goodness.
Whoa,
what is this pendant pod?
So... And TJ's going further. He's gotten freaking Samaria and Mitts out of the front of Pendant Pod. And by process of elimination, the other 2 chests in the front must both be small keys. But he's going around to get one anyway. Okay, TJ, you're not counting. This is going to be a key for a key.
Possibly, yes. We also haven't seen what... Well, yeah, I've only got one small key, never mind.
Yeah, we got 2 items out of the front, Samaria and Mitt, so everything else in the front has to be small keys.
I was not counting either. Because there could be, at minimum, 4 small keys in the front of the pod. I was just more impressed that there's a cane and mitts in the front of the pod.
Yeah. But he's determined to do the whole thing, it seems. It's like, there are 5 items in pod. You've already gotten 2 hard required items for the seed. You really gotta push your luck like this and hope for more? Okay, now after getting all those keys, he's out. I mean,
yeah.
pod was clearly a good play given what he got. I just would have left after the mitts. And Khloe's giving us our first look at Sahasrala's closet, which has a red meringue, and that's about it.
But chat's asking, where was Red Cane? Red Cane was in the first check-in pod. So we're going to see Khloe go into Eastern, which is out of logic, fully clearable. But I don't think these runners really care about logic today. I mean, we've already seen both runners doing getting Uncle in the dark, so...
Lamp schmamp.
I think at this point, unless something's firelock, Lamp is just a suggestion.
But the interesting question will be, will Khloe decide to do pod while they're over here?
If they go by the saying, you know, there's always something in pendant pod, possibly. I mean, it's just a short flute over to 5 and pick up the rock going in there, or going to say Quentin going to Link's house and then go in the dark world from there.
And TJ with his mitts is going to be able to do Dark Death Mountain while he's up here too.
This feels weird even asking. But at 21 minutes and 30 seconds, what's left for go mode?
A couple of rods, that's for sure.
Yeah, the rods and the mirror.
And possibly boots if desert is boots locked. Haven't really found anything good in Eastern, but I think that was all 3 items.
I think.
This is a very tough room without any fire source, but Khloe gets the small key.
Yeah, it's one of those rooms that where if you're not at full health and you don't know what you're doing, it can be fun. Alright, so we're going to get our second crystal fight here, with Khloe heading into Armos Knights.
Yeah, Khloe very much ahead on the crystal count, but TJ has the required Cane of Samaria and Titansmiths.
Nice pot there from TJ. Alright, where's Khloe fluting off to?
Let's hope 5, but...
4
It's
is also
4.
acceptable.
We're gonna see Hype Cave.
And there's TJ finding out that there is a required item, or there is an item in the basement.
To answer chat, yes, Hera Basement absolutely does have an item, but without a fire source, we can't get into it.
Ooh, Moldworms don't want to be nice to TJ tonight.
No, playing hard to get.
Oh, Khloe went right.
Let's hope this is a pod plane, not just Pyramid and Catfish.
Oh, and Khloe keeps going north.
At least for the moment, it's a Pyramid play. That doesn't mean it's only a Pyramid play.
It's also true. Also true.
And Fire Rod has a way of hanging out on Pyramid.
If we see any rod on Pyramid, I don't think a runner should be too mad.
Just a piece of heart.
Khloe's making the either Catfish play or heading north and west into Village of Outcast. And it does look like it is a Catfish play. I think TJ's going to see what the vagina requirement is. Open up this portal at the top.
Alright.
Why not? Chance you can get in. Maybe even dive and see if you come up with something, because you don't have the fire rod, so chances are you're not going very far.
Catfish is nothing today. Just a piece of heart. So it is Bombos to get in the Turtle Rock.
And Khloe is heading for Kakariko Portal, so they're not going to get those mitts anytime soon.
With not having a fire rod, will we see Khloe even check the front of Skullwoods? Given it is a pendant as well.
Yeah, Pendant Skull Woods is an interesting play. It does often have stuff, and it's only 2 items, so you hope you can just come up with 2 items quickly.
Now, Khloe, not having that Canis Maria does have to do this the intended way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also... Khloe did Qual 17, yesterday's Qual, and Skullwoods and Pod were both pendants in that, and Skullwoods had the mitts and Pod had nothing. So I guess, and Khloe finished like third in that, so I guess they figure, well, it worked yesterday.
Alright. If there is a fire rod in this first chest, TJ can continue, but it's not.
Well, it's better than a key there, because if it's a key there, you can continue as long as you have keys.
There's our first item with the cape. Wonder if that will send Khloe over to bumper ledge.
TJ also going for CAC Portal here, but he can actually list the Dark Rock, so he's going straight to Village.
Khloe getting that big key, immediately heading for the big chest. If this is the second item, they will... Oh! Ether! We do not have to worry about medallions today.
Yeah, and if Ether's necessary, that play's just paid off. But doesn't mean Khloe doesn't have to go to Pod.
Yeah, Pod is 100% required today. For more than one reason. Oh, those are silvers. Those are silvers on the ledge.
Those
And
they
Khloe,
are.
Khloe almost walked away from them.
Where did Khloe get the cape? I missed that.
It was in GT or in the Skullwoods.
Oh, that was the other item. Okay.
Yep.
And Cape plus a bottle also puts Bumper Cave in not Bumper Cave, that was Bumper Cave. Spike Cave in Logic.
Now, do we think Khloe would head there anytime soon? Maybe when they... Well, that's also dependent on when they get their mitts. But when they hit Dark Death Mountain... Well, no, they can go. They can go now. Not bad. Yeah, when will they head there? Is the question. Alright, so if I'm these runners, what one I want to see next?
I mean, I think Fire Rod and Mirror... Well, actually, you probably want to see Ice Rod next, just so you know it's not going to be an Ice Rod hunt after you get Fire Rod and Mirror.
I can see that. I was going to say either that or Mirror, just to navigate just a little bit better. And Khloe did find powder in the brewery.
Okay, so TJ will probably get that right after this. Haven't gotten too many items yet in Thieves, so I guess the remaining ones are all going to be here in the back.
Yeah, I believe there's just one in the front. One item in the front. Chat's asking, can we get the mythical TR logic that allows Fire Rod and Ice Rod to be a laser bridge? We cannot. Because we already know the first check in TR is not a key, so it is fire rod locked.
Of course, nothing stopping Ice Rod from being on Laser Bridge or any place else that isn't Trinex or in GT. Which, of course, does open the possibility that Ice Rod is on pedestal, which I'm sure chat would love.
I think that was all 4 items. I'm not be mistaken.
I think Blind still has one, but either way, we'll find out.
Yeah, I think Blonde does have one.
TJ doing well with the script so far.
Whiffed, but did not get hit, so did not push them back. Yep, there's the 4th item. Nothing else really in these except for a crystal.
So here's TJ's powder. Of course, without the mirror, we'd have to be in the light world to check Magic Bat, but TJ may do the Smith World Tour at this point.
I think it'd be worth it to... What's TJ? TJ's going to do hammer pegs. Good call. Hammer pegs in these qualifiers has been very important.
Yeah, I believe there were 3 separate quals where it contained the hook shot. And one where it had the fire rod.
Wrong red item today, though.
But yeah, I think you do dig game, then grab the Smith, then do Stumpy, then save and quit, and check Smith and Magic Bat.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And that's what it looks like TJ is doing, unless we see TJ save and quit after dig game. Just a piece of heart.
At least it wasn't too many digs.
I believe it was 8.
And Khloe right behind doing the same thing, but of course Khloe doesn't have the mitts.
Seven. Anyway, let's see what Stumpy has for us today. Hopefully progression. And it's done.
11th heart. We're on the 2nd row now.
Having green mail, I'm not going to complain about that.
So, chat asking about group stages. There will be a group reveal probably next Sunday around noon. That tends to be when they do it. And as soon as they do the reveal, people can start scheduling their group matches.
Yeah, I believe we were saying we believe calculations should be completed tomorrow. And then runners.
Yeah, then we have to reach out to the top 128 people, see how many of them actually want to participate. I know a few people have some conflicts and just wanted to do quals to see how well they could do in quals.
We're getting our first Ice Rod Cave check.
So yeah, then they have to start reaching out to people further down the list until they get 128, so. And then they need a bit of time to put together the reveal stream. So powder not giving us anything, except it's a really nice safety when you can only have one bottle and no half magic.
Yeah, but there's also nothing on the Smiths or an Ice Rock Cave. Doing our first look at... Nope, we're heading into... Psych, we're heading into Mire area. Ooh, it is... Oh my goodness, both of those pendant dungeons are required to get into dungeons. Oh, so that was Ether.
Okay, it was too fast for me to see it, so I'll take your word.
And there's a fire rod. Maybe that will lead TJ to Skull Woods.
Yeah, if he goes to Skull Woods sooner rather than later, he is very well positioned, but... Okay, he's fluting. He just started at Mountain Cave for the heart fill. This is the Eastern Palace play. Makes sense. Given that the big key is not vanilla, we know Eastern is in logic without the lamp.
Ooh, I believe that Khloe might be giving us a Zora play. We did not see that earlier from TJ.
Yeah, I would expect so with this much money. If money's burning a hole in your pocket, just give it to a fish.
We should know that the lid has bombs on it, so that's just gonna stay there fusing for days.
So TJ now knows that Armos Knights are in logic with that fire rod.
Alright, my favorite game, scam or no scam. Oh, it's a rebate.
40% off your purchase. So where to, Khloe? Is this going to be a flute to 5? No, going back to CAC. Oh, magic bat check. Khloe's going to run out of checks pretty soon without the mitts.
Khloe has stepped into one dungeon that is a pendant, but not the dungeon that we need. I mean, both the dungeons that have been pendants that we dipped into have been very important. I am now curious. I really am going to have fun saying this. Actually, no, I'm not, because it's not possible. But could there be an Ice Rod in Ice Palace?
Could be. And I guess Ice Palace is fully in logic. Probably gonna see a flute to 8 from TJ after this, in fact. Because at this point, why wouldn't you? Oh, no, sorry, I didn't realize that was a pendant. So you're being horrible. I forgot Ice was a pendant. You're being horrible and hoping that this is an Uppsala Dungeons.
Hey, I didn't say it was on Cold Stare, okay? I just said it could be an Ice Palace. And we are still looking for that mirror as well. Khloe heading into pod, knowing that is where our mitts and other items are. Mitt and Kane.
So, while the runners are retracing each other's steps, a good time to just give a recap of what the rest of this tournament's going to look like. Once they get 128 runners confirmed for the group stage, the runners will be randomly sorted into 32 groups of 4, or rather, guaranteed that one member of each group will come from each quartile, but within the quartile it's random. And then they play a double round robin with the 2 top runners from each group advancing to a single elimination best of 3 bracket.
Yeah, I believe those modes are going to be slightly different from what we're running right now. I can't recall all the modes that are possible, but we will see.
This is one of the 5, but the runners will only find out about 5 minutes before their race which mode they're racing.
Yeah, so this would be different than previous years where it's mainly been the same mode. We will have different modes this year.
Yeah, Ambrosia is one of the others. There's a modified key sanity, which is key sanity except the GT big key is in GT and the CT small keys are vanilla.
Is there also a hard open boots, was it?
No, the hard open is what we're seeing now, not with boots.
Open boots or casual boots.
No, I think you're thinking Ambrosia.
Okay, I thought there was a boots mode. I'm probably very mistaken though.
No, I don't think any of the modes have starting boots. There's an inverted key sanity with the slight modification that you start with an activated flute, so there's a bit more in Sphere 1 and you're not funneled into a couple of checks. TJ having trouble with Icebreaker there. Khloe finding the compass. Khloe knew pod key logic and went straight for the back. Didn't spend time collecting small keys like TJ did.
It's a flute. There's boots.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're 3 for 3 on useful items in pod. This is ridiculous.
But I think it probably was the flute. I knew there's a starting item, but I couldn't remember which one.
Okay, 4th one isn't useful. This next chest, I think, has to be the big key. I don't think we've seen that yet.
I do not believe so.
Yep. So 50-50 whether the big chest is going to be the map or an item.
Oh, no!
Oh my! Why? Just why?
Let me recap. We've had Kane of Samaria, Titan Smiths, Mirror, Boots, all in pod.
Mocha, do you know what that means about where Ice Rod has to be? Green Pendant Turn-In, clearly.
I had to stand up for a sec after that one. that 4 useful items. That opens up boots checks. Oh my goodness. But Khloe's going in the swamp, having that mirror now. So if you missed it, TJ noped out after the front of pod. So
Which
TJ
seems
did
reasonable.
not. Yeah, it really did.
Oh, nice early big key in swamp.
Yeah, so this race just flipped upside down. Of course, we really won't know who's ahead until someone's climbing GT.
Or at least until we find the ice rod. Oh, well, Mocha, can we burn you as a witch?
I am not a witch.
You just wanted Ice Rod in Ice Palace, and there was Ice Rod in Ice Tea Room.
I am not a witch. I am a warlock, thank you very much.
Okay. Well, that's no mode. We have boots, we have all medallions, I mean, ignoring the fact that there's a logical lamp requirement for some of these items, we have everything between these two runners that we would need to finish the game.
I think TJ's heading into TR.
Well, he can clear it, and TR doesn't really cost you much to not go mode.
Yeah, and TJ's already opened it because it is Bombos to open. So chat's asking what was in Skull Woods. Ether, and also Cape to get silvers. Chat's also asking, is mirror required? It is hard required to get into Swamp, and also to get into Misery Mire.
No, to get into Desert, as long as we don't have the book.
And Desert as well. That is what I meant.
So, yeah, TJ will have to go back to Pod. He will have to go to Skull Woods. Khloe will have to go to Pendant Ice.
Now, would you like to see TJ go into Pod first, or go into Skull Woods first? What sounds like the better play for TJ?
Probably probably Skull Woods first, just because that only opens up Mire. Whereas if you go into Pod first, then you open up all the mirror checks, which is likely to take you away from Skull Woods.
Yeah, and the items are relatively quick as well in Pod. Not in Pod, in Skull Woods.
But it could be a long time before Khloe gets that ice rod, because they'll probably go to Mire after this. They'll get the fire rod. They'll full clear Mire and Desert. And then it'll be the question of, do they want to go up to Dark Death Mountain and dive TR without the ice rod, or at that point do they want to do Pendant Ice?
I'm afraid to answer chat's question right now.
Ice Rod was in Ice Tea. But yeah, unfortunately, with Khloe doing all these full clears, the only useful thing they could really find is going to be Tempered Sword.
Now, I will say, Khloe having boots does give them just a slight advantage, just because they can move around the seed a little bit quicker. Is it enough to make up the ice rod difference? We don't know that yet, but we do have greater mobility on Khloe's side.
Just the compass there in lava chest, so that'll be something that a runner who hits TR and go mode will be able to skip.
One silver arrow to Argus, and Argus is down.
Nice move by TJ, powdering the bunny beam under the pot.
Yeah, I always know where your hearts and anti-fairies are. Always know that. And we have another fetch quest. Did that lead Khloe further away from ice?
I mean, at least with the flute, it's easy enough to turn in the mushroom.
It's also true.
But I think Khloe's doing Smith Chain now.
Alright, TJ's gonna be doing the maze in the dark.
Which, if you remember the directions to push, isn't too bad. But as soon as you get one thing wrong, you can be totally lost.
TJ going for the safeties there. Good knowledge of that.
Also, this isn't good news for TJ if Khloe or other runners off stream do go mode TR, because given the key layout, you can skip Laser Bridge if you don't go to Lava Chest.
Looks like TJ is going to open the safety door down here. I do not blame him.
Khloe's saving a portal in CAC. I wonder where they're planning on going back to with that portal.
I wonder if they're going to start doing dark road checks in the North Hyrule.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't go to Meyer area. Khloe has still not been to Meyer area, and there are 2 full clearable crystal dungeons there.
That's a nice heart pick up, and also getting that potion there.
But I guess Khloe really wants to do Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb.
Ooh, getting boots checks now. Which we know really won't turn up much of anything. Because we know where everything is. Unless Khloe gets a sword.
Yeah, I mean, tempered sword is obviously big. The difference between master and tempered is the best sword upgrade you can get, really, in the game. But the 2 remaining swords could be in GT for all we know. To answer chat, Fire Rod is in Mire Shed, so Khloe will find that.
I do not fault TJ for this. There's Tempered Sword.
Well, okay, it's worth it on some level. No one wants to do a Master Sword Ganon fight.
But what I was saying was, I don't fault TJ for taking down the ice head first. Because if that Tronix head stays up too long, you will have a floor covered in ice.
So Khloe's doing Dark Death Mountain now. I'm definitely gonna ask them about this in the interview, why they just totally didn't want to do Mire and Desert when they became available.
That is a very interesting question. TJ finishing up Trinex here.
That'll be crystal number 4 for him. Oh, chat speculating. Khloe doesn't want to do Mire and Desert because no fire source, so you can't full clear them. Except, well, when your fire source is in Mire Shed, that doesn't work out too well.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to note that. Alright, TJ looks like they're going finally into Skull Woods. We know that this is a good play if they do indeed do that.
Oh, and is Khloe gonna do Hera Basement even, or is this just a Spike Cave play?
I think this is Spike Cave. We have plenty of hearts, and we have...
Khloe still doesn't have a fire source for Hera Basement.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why they got that potion earlier. Given they have a cape as well.
Okay, Khloe's basically got a flute to 6 now. What else do they have?
And welcome Raiders from SpeedGaming 5. You are in the middle of the last qualifier race for the Link to Past Randomizer main tournament. TJ is clearing Skull Woods.
Oh, but TJ's doing Skull Woods back to front. I don't blame him, but he's not going to find anything back here.
Yeah, we know the items that they need are both in the front. front.
And Desert is at least logically boots locked. We'll find out if it's hard boots locked. Though it would be very strange to get the mirror before the boots anyway.
It is logically boots locked. So we can now officially say that Pod had 4 required items in it.
Yep, there's our vanilla big key to go along with our vanilla small key.
Is this even randomized?
But yes, I'm still wondering, what does Khloe do after Desert and Mire? Was that the God Desert, by the way? I think we picked up both items before we even got the big key, so we don't have to worry about the big chest.
I think so? That's what I was going through my head. It's like, Khloe didn't go to big chest. Did we get both?
To answer chat, actually, our tracker, Scupula, and shoutouts to him for doing all this tracking. We did get a big 20 in pod. That was the 5th item, so Helma King does have the green pendant, and Sahasral will give us something for the turn-in, but Helma King's immediate item is the map. Oh, no, Khloe was just banking on the 50-50, I see. Khloe slowly processing. Oh, right, I do have 2 items out of there. Forward here.
Alright, so there's TJ hitting their cape. Now getting the big key from this chest. In order to get that required ether.
And TJ is about to get
I will say that is one fun bomb jump to learn. Cause it looks... Cause it's so tight.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Khloe charging headlong into a pit.
Yes, I noticed that as well. TJ, taking that cape and we'll be rewarded with silvers. And TJ is also running out of locations, so they are going to have to go back in the pod. Which makes you wonder, where is the lamp?
Yeah, because mirror is logically lamp locked. Hey, and we have a Godmire, but I guess Khloe's hoping to get the second item on Biddy. Seems unlikely, but never know.
TJ's going into Mara as well. That's what it's looking like. Now having that, the silvers, having cape, having ether, it's like, yeah, let's do it. it will be interesting to see if TJ will go ahead and check the back, the left side of Meyer. Cause if the lamp is over there, very interesting. So I want to say that Khloe might be funneled into ice at this point after this.
Unless they want to dive TR and go all the way to Laser Bridge without the ice rod. Because remember, Khloe didn't have Fire Rod when they did Dark Death Mountain.
That's true. The other question is, do they want to do a mountain climb with no assurance that there's an ice ride up there? Or do you want to climb or risk it, you know? They are risking it.
Unfortunately, this is not going to pay off.
I'm wondering if Khloe is thinking that my last, because I don't think they actually found any items yet in Meyer. So they must be banking on Ice Rod being in TR.
Yeah, Khloe was actually doing about as well as you could hope for out of this seed. Maybe a bit more thorough than some people would be, until this TR dive.
Yeah. I hate to say this, but the reason I predicted, not knowing I didn't place it there, it was all Sahabot, but the reason, there's Lamp. The reason I predicted that Ice Rod was going to be in Ice Palace's cause, there's been other important items in both pendant dungeons tonight. Why not?
I mean, seems reasonable, right?
Alright, so our required lamp for this seed was indeed a Mystery Mire. How miserable is that?
Well, for miserable, let's remember that the ice rod isn't just in pendant ice, it's in ice tea room, so you have to go all the way down.
Oh, this is also true.
Couldn't be something nice like putting it in Compass Room, oh no.
Hey, I did say as long as it was not on Cold Stare, okay? That's what I said. And it was not on Cold Stare. But shout out to our runners, to TJ Joll and to Khloe Prower for going through the seat that I'm totally not a warlock on. Just doing an amazing job.
And do give them both a follow.
Yes, please do that. They are pretty good runners. I will say that. So please give our runners a follow. Is this the pod play for TJ?
Well, at least he's locked out a Pyramid Fairy. Oh, I just realized, though, that's something Khloe can do before Ice Palace.
Oh, yes it is. I think TJ's going to go check to see what is going to be a rebate, because TJ did not have the money for Zora earlier.
So, yeah, after TJ gets 60% cash back, do we think he'll try pod again?
I would imagine so. I would hope to imagine so.
Yeah, the big thing is he doesn't have the mirror, so that's keeping him out of a lot of stuff.
Yes. Heading into pod. Now having a lamp can go to the back of pod. Khloe navigating the dark auto scroller very well. Sadly, Khloe will be slightly disappointed not having that ice rod. Now, can they save scum this this portal?
Yeah, Khloe can. No reason Khloe can't save scum the portal here. I think they've exhausted their mirror checks, so there'd be no reason for them to mirror otherwise. They could flute to 8, go into ice, and yeah, should work. Good call. I hadn't even thought of that.
It's been so rare that you see a save scum portal that you don't even think about it lately. But this is certainly a case where you can do that. And it does look like Khloe is setting up for that. And here's the ice play. Khloe will be rewarded finding that ice rod in iced tea.
Yeah, the annoying thing is you basically have to die to this picket when you get out of ice. Because you can't mirror, you lose your portal, and that's the only enemy there. So there's TJ's boots. This is going to be really close with hitting go mode, but definitely advantage Khloe since they have the saved portal.
And the sword advantage in having boots longer. See, I told you, having those boots are going to help Khloe out.
So yeah, TJ will actually be the first in go mode. Right here at about 1:20:23.
But TJ is still behind in dungeons.
Yeah, he can go mode swamp, but you still have to drain the dam, and that takes time.
Yeah, TJ will have to go all the way to Vanilla Big Key, chest in desert to get that Vanilla Big Key.
And Khloe is going for iced tea before Freezor room, so that'll pay off.
Yeah, do not blame this routing, which I believe was what TJ was trying to go for, but missed the bomb jump across.
So that's about 1:21:40, and as I was saying, Khloe has to take a death to this ticket as their money gets eaten and their bombs.
But I think this is a death well worth it. One of the advantages of having green mail. You can...
That's true.
Now, is TJ just going to go straight to the back of the swamp? They are in, for sure, go mode, but they still are on Master Sword.
Yeah, I don't think we know where that fourth sword is. I don't recall Khloe turning up a green 20. Could be on the way in GT, though.
Oh, we're talking about GT. Not yet, though, but just be thinking, chat, of some kind of numerical values. Just be thinking about it, though.
Yeah, like integers from 1 to 22.
Khloe is on to, what's this, phase 2, phase 3? How do you even define Trinex?
Yeah, now we're not going to do any sort of official game because there is also a stream of 2 other runners on SG Main. I don't know where they're at, but I'm sure a lot of you have both windows open, so wouldn't be fair to the people who are only watching this one.
But that is 7 crystals collected by Khloe Prower. There are 22 checks in GT where the GT big key can be. Put in chat a guess between 1 and 22 where you think that big key can be. If you are right, you'll receive all the love and adoration Drosy has to offer.
Great, if it's 10, I can adore myself.
I'm saying 6.
I saw. You're quite optimistic. We'll find out soon.
We do have Khloe opening up Ganon's tower. And Khloe is going left. Are we going to see a Dark Magician strat?
Could be. Torch is just a big 20, though.
Check number 2. It's the map. Check number 3. Big 20. Check number 4 is some sticks. Check number 5 is a small key. And yes, we are mirroring and going right. Six and 7 are both small keys.
So, Hope Room first would have been the way to go.
We're having a little bit of trouble with these Skiptos here.
Well, so many pieces of heart. I feel like a free refill's got to be coming any moment now.
I'll assure you, Khloe would probably welcome that free refill. I believe this is check 12 we're coming up on. Nice use of that red boomerang. Blue boomerang would have been better. Just a personal opinion there.
So this is 13 now. TJ having a bit of trouble aiming those silvers at Landmos.
Gets Landmos down. And gets repaid for those arrows.
And that is his 7th crystal, and here's the big key, which we knew had to be in here as soon as Khloe turned up a small key. So that is 17.
The closest I see is Hit Ready with 16.
And also G Drake with 18, but I guess we play by Price is Right rules here.
Was one of those checks, and I can't recall, was one of the checks that Khloe checked a big 20 that was a green 20?
I can't recall. I don't think so.
Because if TJ does not find the sword, we will be seeing spin to win. Here's TJ entering GT at about the 1 hour 30-minute 20-second mark. Very good zero cycle there from Khloe on Lambos 2.
It looks like TJ's going to save a little bit of time here since he did just go right first, so he's not going to do the back and forth thing. TJ gets a full heart refill in Compass Room. But he's losing the War of the Hearts 14-15. I wanted to see if Khloe was gonna fake real powder, since they were out of magic.
Oh no! Khloe takes a fall to Molder him too.
There was the powdering. Oh no! Moldorm 2, Khloe 0.
Try. Oh no, Khloe!
This is just not Khloe's evening.
Moldorm 2, this time is personal. And see, TJ using the blue boomerang effectively, throwing it and then using the hookshot to hookshot over and hitting those crystal switches perfectly. See, blue boomerang is so superior. But that, again, that's just my opinion. We have Khloe on Aga 2, doing some Agonometry here. So, Aga not being kind with those blue balls.
And there's TJ's big key. So they're separated by a tower climb now. But TJ still just does have Master Sword. I'm guessing he'll open the chests upstairs.
Yeah. TJ's probably hoping not to spin to win. Khloe starts their Ganon fight. Ooh, nice phase 2 placement right there, right in the corner.
Yeah, and already on to phase 3. There we go. My one true weakness. Very nice double before the lights go out.
I don't think there's enough room for... Oh, was that a triple before?
No, it was a double and a double.
Well, anyway, that's Khloe taking down Ganon.
And Khloe finishes with an official race time of 1:35.43, good for 17th overall. First place was Ninban at a blistering 1:20.02, considering you had to dive 3 pendant dungeons. That's a pretty amazing time. Second place was 3.5 minutes behind that.
I mean, yeah, this seed was fun. I don't know how fun it was running it, but it looks fun just observing it. Chat, this is a chat kind of seed.
Yeah, it was sort of oops all dungeons, but you didn't actually have to beat any of the bosses.
We will probably see TJ open these chests up here just because they are still on Master Sword. There's our book. Alright, TJ has one more chance for a sword.
Otherwise, it's going to be a long fight.
Oh,
and Morm is really trolling today. Let's see if we can get Khloe in here for an interview.
Warner was like, you get a bounce, and you get a bounce. You all get a bounce off the tower. And it looks like TJ is going to spin to win today.
Yeah, 28 spins for the first 3 phases, and then however many spins it takes to get 4 silvers into Ganon.
Now, they do have Cape. I don't know if TJ's already used their blue potion or not. But that could help, theoretically.
Okay, we've got Khloe in the waiting room now. And we are joined by our 17th place finisher, Khloe Prower, GG.
Hiyo, GG's.
So, enjoying pendant dungeons?
Oh, mild panic. Yeah. Seeing the finish when I was in Ice Palace just told me that the Ice Rod was in my...
I just asked. I just
But
asked.
you did so well with Pod, actually. Locking yourself out of stuff by not having the mitts.
Yes. You know, I went to Pod with nothing else to do. Because Pendant Pod, no one wants to do it. And, you know, I'll find Kane and then find Mitts, and I'm like, oh, there can't be anything else in here, but I'm here, might as well finish it. Then find, what, mirror and
Boots and mirror.
and boots, yeah, and like, what the heck? What is this? So
Yeah.
I felt a little behind there for sure, but also I didn't have like a lot left to do at that. I ended up doing a lot in the seed, but I stuck to the logic for the most part. Even though Lamp is Pyramid Fairy, maybe?
No, Lamp was actually in Meyer.
Oh,
Lobby
okay,
chest.
nice. I figured I wouldn't do Meyer because if I needed to save my portal in TR, I can do that to Meyer easily. But I wanted to get to TR and check for Ice Rod as fast as possible. So I just made sure all my mirror checks were done before I did that.
We do have TJ on phase 2 of Ganon right now. Does have a blue potion, that's good. Well, I just request that you don't watch the VOD back, because I certainly didn't say that Ice Rod was in Ice Palace the entire time.
I was half suspecting it when I was Ice Rod Go mode with three crystals left. No book meant that it could have been on PED, since Lamp is required to beat TR logically anyways. And it's just... I'm like, I'm gonna get anything that I can out of the way, and then we're gonna hunt for this thing. And of course Nimban finds it in Ice Palace. Like, because Nimban's like, oh, I got mitts and flippers, I'm going to Ice. Probably did it with Bomb Post without even the Fire Rod.
Yeah, well, I mean, still in all, you got through pretty well, even if the Ice Rod trolled you for a bit.
Yeah, I'm not upset at my time. 87 points, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, things were going really awesome for you until you dove TR. And then they merely went well, which, you know, the saved portal really helped.
Yeah, I don't think I lost a ton of time in TR, and I feel like if I didn't do TR and it was there, that would have been worse off for me.
Alright, and we have TJ crossing the bridge, finishing with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, 45 seconds. Get those GGs in chat. And we'll get TJ in here in just a sec. Answer his question. Kingston was where that sword was.
So let's see if we can get him in here.
Ross, you had a question for Khloe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I think Khloe actually answered it in just talking because about you know, not going to Meyer area where the Fire Rod was, but I think you were saying that it was because you didn't have a fire source.
Yeah, fire... I didn't want to do Meyer or Desert without a fire source. So I was hunting around for that. That ended up taking me to Smith route, doing the whole North Dark world, and yeah. And that's where I found the third sword, which is nice, but wasn't progression. And then Fire Rod was just there.
And we are joined by TJ Joll. Good, or GG TJ. How do you like pendant dungeons?
I like pendant dungeons a lot, apparently, or at least the game seems to think we all do. Wow, that pod was something.
Yeah, it seemed like brilliant when you know, stayed in after Kane and got the mitts, and then...
Yeah.
But wait, there's more!
Yeah, exactly. I thought, there can't be any more than this in here. Early bow, early hammer said, okay, there's something. Never thought
Though I
it'd be
was
that.
wondering why you were fishing out all the small keys.
Yeah, I miscounted.
Ah,
My counting was bad. My execution wasn't great. So this was a real grind seed for me. So lots of fun.
Oh, yeah, I guess it said the
GG's.
lamp was in Meyer, so why did you get the mitts out of pot and go get the lamp before getting that mirror?
Yeah, I could have done that. I went to pot right away, but then I waited forever because I was like, I'm not going into Meyer until I'm sure there's no fire around.
Mm-hmm. I mean, kind of same. I ended up putting that fire rod off pretty late.
yeah. I guess the one thing that did work for you, TJ, was at least you got ether before you went back to pod and got mirror. Because can you imagine if mirror hadn't been your go mode and you were doing mirror checks looking for ether?
Oh, definitely. I was really thankful for that. As soon as I pulled ether, I was like, okay, at least I'm going to find a mirror or a book and maybe a combination of both, and that'll be it. So otherwise, I'd still be going.
Yes, quite a few runners seem to still be. I mean, let me check where you were in the times.
35th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so smack dab middle, since there were
Yeah.
69 total.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Good way to end it if the ice rod hunt. Well, actually, mirror hunt for you, so.
Yeah. I knew something was an ice palace. I just had myself convinced it was the mirror.
Yeah, I told Khloe this. Do not go back and watch the VOD, because I promise you, I did not say the ice rod was in Ice Palace. I did not say that whatsoever.
Oh man, anything could have been Ice Palace. It could have been a book.
Yeah.
It could have been a boat.
It could have been a boat.
So yeah, I'm looking at how your score is now wound up. P-Train is already updating his sheet after this race. Well, it looks like you're currently 118, so that should be pretty safe, given that almost everyone's now finished the race. So you're safely Q4. TJ, you're currently 131st, so I guess it'll depend on how many people from the top 128 join.
Yeah, I knew I had to come in and put up a round of mid 80, and I don't usually open the race room, happened to open it and went, all right, that's not going to happen, so let's just have fun with the end of this and forget how to fight Ganon a little bit. So, good times.
Yeah. I mean, you may well still get in. I know a few people who are currently in Q1 who are thinking they might not do it. So anything can still happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. If it happens, it happens. That's great, Otherwise, try again next year.
But, hopefully the quals were enjoyable and didn't drive you too crazy.
I enjoyed the ones. I asynced a few of them that I probably should have raced. Like that first one, the classic Mimic Clip Seed. I actually put up a really good time on that one. I was like, I should have played in this one.
Oh man, that one made me sad. Because I got a decent time, but it wasn't a good score.
Yeah, we were just talking right before y'all started about the different races that we've seen in these qualifiers, and they have been each one has been very interesting in itself.
Oh yeah, I've noticed from even the ones I've done, some of them just reward you for taking a whole bunch of risks, and the other ones are nope, play it safe, grind everything out. It's been a great roll of the dice through all 18 of these.
'Tis life in Rando.
Indeed.
Well, do y'all have any final thoughts about the qualifiers in general before we get y'all out of here for the evening?
Well, I guess it's just this one's rush all dependent dungeons. GG's, Khloe, especially anyone who kept going in pod. I thought 2 items was a gold mine, and looking forward to watching the rest of the tournament, from one side or the other. So GG's everybody. Thanks for the restream and SpeedGaming and everybody putting this on.
Yeah. Thanks for having us and doing the comms and setting this all up, and we'll see what happens when it gets to the group stage. And then everything just gets, we get all the random modes, and that gets to see what that happens.
Yeah, we'll see who's in your group too.
Boy, they're scary people.
I mean, that's what ALTTPR has gotten to. Almost everyone's scary who's, in the top 128 cut.
Definitely. Anyone can win at any point in this game for sure. This community has just stepped up and up and up.
But yeah, I think that'll wrap here. Thanks again to our runners. Good luck to both of you in groups, if you wind up in groups. And do remember to give both of them a follow. They're regulars in the community. I'm sure groups or not, we'll be seeing plenty more of both of them. Thanks also to our tracker Scupula for being on top of everything and dealing with a somewhat laggy tracking app. And Mocha, I'm glad we finally got to do comms together.
I'm glad I finally got to do comms with you as well, Drosy. It's been amazing. And if you're not following the Speed Gaming family of channels, why are you not doing so? Speed Gaming and then Speed Gaming 2 through, where are we at? 8 now? 6? 8?
6, up to 6 regularly, 7 very occasionally, 8 is kind of special, but sure, give 7 and 8 a follow as well if you want.
But yes, they host a myriad of events daily, so if you're not following the channels, give them a follow. And with that, Drosy, closing words?
Yeah, well, I was just checking the schedule. This is all for Speed Gaming tonight, so nothing else to plug tonight, but do keep a lookout. I'm gonna guess, based on past experience, that the groups reveal will be next Sunday at noon Eastern, but definitely check out the schedule for the tournament and the Speed Gaming schedule to see when it gets posted.
All right, and with that, we will call it a night. Thank y'all for coming out, and we will see y'all next time. Later, peeps.